Good afternoon. Today is March the 20th, 2022. Today is a blessed day. I'm grateful to be alive and be here. I want to thank each and every one of my listeners that tune in every Sunday from 3:30 to about 4 to 4:30. We're going to be having some guests that's going to be coming up. If you want to be a guest on my show, please reach out to me. You can call me, text me 510-586-9367. You can also email me on the ticker Believe Radio Yolanda at gmail.com. So I'm not going to be long, but I want to just drop a couple of nuggets on you today on personal care. I just want to talk a little bit about personal care and what that means to me and what that can mean to you. And basically, when you hear the word personal care, sometimes people feel guilty about taking a personal care day. But I'm going to tell you something. It is so much needed. If you don't take a personal day for yourself, people will drain you. I can just remember at the age of 10 years old, I just began helping. I love helping others. I love seeing others thrive. I love encouraging and uplifting others in any way that I can. And there are a lot of other people who are like that. But the problem with that is sometimes if you don't take time for yourself, and everybody has a story, everybody has a challenge, right? If you don't take time to regroup and recoup yourself, that's bad business. And recently I just was, dealing with that. And I said, you know what? I'm about to take a week to myself. I may extend it to two, but for right now, it's for a week. And it's funny because, man, I don't even care if it's my kids. There's two people. Actually, it's four. It's my three little grandchildren. If they need me for something, Grandma Yolanda's gonna come running. And it's one other person. And I wonder, can y'all figure out who that is? Even then, I may do it. But for this week, it's just all about me. Just taking some personal time to just kind of reflect and regroup. And you know what I'm thinking about? You know how all of us have our cell phones and they want to do updates. You know how you often got to do update? Well, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what a lot of us need to do. We need to just recharge ourselves and just kind of regroup. So, what is personal care? Personal care can mean different things to different people. For me, personal care is just taking time for self. It just means I'm being selfish and I'm working on me. And personal care just means that I do things that brings me joy. I do things that makes me happy. If I want to lay in the bed, which I rarely do until 12 o'clock, I'm a morning person. I have to get up and thank the creator for allowing me to live to see another day. And my son has a dog, and if he's there, my son takes care of it. But every time after my son go walk our dog, she comes in there and run and be happy to see me. And sometimes I'll be like, get out of here. Sometimes I shoot her, and if he's not there, then I have to get up and walk her. And I like to get up and brush my teeth and um, say some affirmations and drink my tea, take my shower, and just kind of be refreshed. I love being refreshed and rejuvenated. Most of the time, my days start off on a positive mindset. Sometimes it don't. It depends on that text I got. It depends on that email I got. It depends on if somebody has done or said something, But I'm learning how to control my mindset, right? Just because somebody is having a bad day and they inflict their problems, I'm learning how to just, you know what? Listen, let them vent, but don't take it so personal. So I do have some suggestions on what we can do on some self care tips. One of them is to maintain friendships, right? In life, you're going to meet people that you guys vibe with, you guys have like mindedness. But I have friends, we are totally opposites. We are totally different. And that's okay. We learn to agree to disagree and we complement one another. See, I'm not good at everything. And the things that I'm not good in, I like to have soldiers surrounding me that I can learn from, that I can grow from. Not to be envious, not to be jealous, but where I can just enhance my livelihood. I have a really dear friend. Look at her as a sister. She's a phenomenal organizer. Well, guess what? She's going to help me organize. You know, that's not my specialty. That's her specialty. She's good at it, and she's able to help me, and I'm able to help her where I'm good at in certain areas. So if you have, now I'm talking about true friends, right? True people that you have in your life that are friends, don't be so quick to dismiss them because they don't agree with everything that you agree on, or because they may not have a certain status like you. You may have an 800 credit score. Your friend may have a 600 credit score. Your friend may live in an apartment, but you live in a house, right? You may drive a I don't know, a Mercedes Benz. Your friend may drive a Honda or Hyundai. Don't let that, in my opinion, don't let that hinder you from having this friend in your life. Friendship is very important to me. Everybody's not my friend, and I've lived a long time, and I know that. But my friends that are my friends, they know my friends. We're loyal to one another, and the friends that I have is loyal behind my back. Not so much in front, but behind my back. All right. The next thing is get regular exercise. Now, this advice I need to take myself. We need to get more exercise, but I'm going to just be honest. I don't like to exercise. Don't ask me why. I do know that before I took some exercise classes, and I think she kind of pushed me too hard, but it's no excuse. I know me and another one of my dear friends, she keeps me motivated. She walks a lot. We used to walk the lake all the time, then kind of fell off because of the pandemic. But you know what? We're about to get back into it. We're gonna be walking. We're gonna be walking the marina, the lake, and everywhere else. We're gonna probably even endeavor to doing some hiking. I'm gonna probably have to convince her on that, doing some stairs. But you do that for self care. You do it for self. For me, that's my time to meditate. That's my time to talk to God, and I'm out in nature. You know, different things work for different people. Some people like to exercise inside the gym. I'm not a gym person. I rather be outside breathing in that fresh air. So that's something else that you can actually do for self care. Keeping a balanced diet. Hmm. That I would say I'm probably 50% better on doing is I strive to eat more protein. And I've been thinking about kind of getting away from eating like a lot of dead flesh and meat. But I love fish, I love seafood, and I don't eat pork. And I don't eat a lot of beef. I have some of it sometimes just for the protein. But there's other foods that you can eat that give you protein. So just having a balanced diet will change your life. And I can even tell the difference when I don't eat a lot of carbs. I can tell I don't get as sleepy and I have more energy. So just whatever having that balanced diet is that works for you, then that's what you do. You can look online. There's different types of diets, and I don't really like using the word diet, but just having a balanced diet of having your fruits and your vegetables and your nuts. Just go ahead and work on getting a more balanced diet. That's personal care. That's something unique for you. This will help possibly prolong your life, especially if those of us who have diabetes, right? We can't just eat a bunch of carbs and a bunch of things, right? We need to have that balanced diet. Another thing, this is huge. Ask for help and accept it when it's offered. Some of us, we let our ego get in the way and not asking for help. And some of us let our pride get in the way. And I have to be honest, I'm one of those people, I really don't like asking for help. I just don't. I don't really like asking because it's sometimes, and it is not always, but sometimes it just seems as if when I ask for help, I don't get the response that I'm looking for. Because when people call me, text me, email me, whatever, when they need help, it's not even an afterthought. Now recently, I will say I've been kind of overwhelmed with people asking for different things and they don't really have good intentions. And the Holy Spirit has kind of let me know now it's time for me to worry about me and not so much of others. Um, I used to be really upset, not upset, but I feel like, why am I such a helper? I just feel like, for me, I'm not living if I'm not helping and giving. And I don't mean financial, I just mean I love giving back. I volunteer with so many different organizations, and it's so rewarding. I wouldn't change any one of them. I love what I do. And I don't need kudos, I don't need a big thank you. In my heart, I know that the seeds that I've sown into this world, into this universe, into people, God has blessed me to see some of it come back, and I know more is going to come to me in the future. So don't feel bad for asking help. Sometimes we just need that. Seriously. Like I had somebody earlier, actually two people, a man and a woman, kind of reached out to me to some things. And in my mind, I was already praying. I was already praying, like, God, how are we going to make this work? And I will say that it works. The universe knows, right? I'm wise enough to know where I need help at. And, case in point, I had went to somebody's house last year, and they had kind of redecorated their house, and it looks really, really nice. And so I said, wow, I said, you know what? I said, I need you to help me decorate my place. She didn't even give it an afterthought. It was no judgment zone. She just said, okay, just let me know when you're ready. Now, I don't know what she thought in her head. I don't know if she said something later on, but I can tell you in that moment when I asked her, she was like, okay. And also, you know, I understand sometimes why we don't like asking people for help. For example, I kind of mentioned and asked somebody else, I was like, I wanted them to do something for me. And I already know that they would do it. But instead of them just saying, oh, okay, or maybe we can start with this first, she says, well, you're going to have to do this first. At that moment, that's not what I wanted to hear. I kind of just wanted to hear her say, okay, I help you. So I'm kind of learning to it's good to be an effective communicator, but when somebody's asking for help, it's a reason why they're asking you, right? And for the most part, most people have, good intentions. And so just for me, just when you need help, ask for it. If you're struggling with, for an example, if you're struggling like with a drug addiction, don't be afraid or ashamed that you need help. Seriously, whatever it may be. Surround yourself around those people that's going to hold you accountable and push you to be a better you. Something else. Think of yourself as your own best friend. When people reach out to me and ask me, how I've been able to overcome certain things, I had to learn to encourage myself. It wasn't easy because at times I had sought approval from other people. And when I didn't get it, it crushed me. And I'm thinking to myself, why do I need approval from that person? I know what I bring to the table. I know who I am. And I remember one day somebody was like, don't ever forget who the you are. And I had to think about that, like, wow, yeah, I am. And it's not about me having any type of status. It's just about who I am. God created me uniquely for myself, created me for myself, you know, and all of us are different. God didn't make none of us the same. Even to those of you who have twins, none of them are the same. They're different. They may have like-minded qualities, but they're not the same. They're not the same. Okay. Plan something to look forward to, whether that be a trip or kind of outline something that you want to do for yourself. This kind of brings me to, for example, recently that there was a concert for New Edition, and I think Jodeci and somebody else was going to be there. I wanted to go to this concert, but if I really wanted to go, I know me, I would have got a ticket. But there was a couple of people who kind of had said they wanted to go, but then they were kind of on the fence, and so I ended up not going. Now, why I didn't get myself a ticket? Because Yolanda ain't got a problem with rolling solo. Let it be told. I used to travel from 2007 until probably 2018. I used to travel by myself all the time. And, I know how to move. I don't go there acting like I don't know, I don't belong or I don't know where I'm at. And the truth of the matter is, I came in this world by myself and I'm leaving by myself. So I don't have a problem with rolling by myself. So just kind of taking that, self care is so important. And when you want to do things, if somebody may have to work, or they may not want to go, or the timing don't go, still do those things. Like sometimes I haven't done it recently, but sometimes I just go sit by the water and I just talk to God about it. I just talk to the universe. I just talk to my creator. And I absolutely love that. Sometimes I just need me time. Don't feel bad about taking me time. Don't feel bad about saying, you know what, I don't want to do nothing for nobody today, because you are not obligated and you don't have to. Okay? Try to spend some quality time for yourself, even if it's just 15 minutes every day. I do. When I wake up, I don't straight go to social media. I take that time to myself. I used to write 10 things that I was grateful for before I even started my day. I have to be honest, I haven't been doing it, but I'm finna get right back on it. This is a reminder to myself. I would get up real early, and I would take that time and commission the kind of day that I want to have. And I noticed I've kind of fallen off a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you something that's powerful and it makes a big difference. Read something. Like, I remember I read this book by Rhonda Byrne. She wrote The Secret. I think that I want to do something with she wrote a book called The Power and Hero. I'm gonna go back and revisit those because they had different exercises in it that did it, but it was working. I found a journal where I had written things that I was grateful for back in 2013. And it's so funny when I went back and looked at it, the things that I'm grateful for, the people that I'm grateful for is still part of my life now. And I begin to say, wow, you know, I'm manifesting the things that I desire in my life. And you can too. Recite those affirmations, but you have to believe. You can't waver. That's the thing that I've learned. You can't waver from the things that you want. You know, Miracles are still being performed today, right? And it starts with this. It starts with your mindset. You have to change your mindset. I don't care how it looks on the outside. If you believe that on the inside of you, you can manifest anything you want in this life. You can rewrite your life. Yo, the state that you in right now, you don't have to stay there. Just like in a movie, right? When they're filming and they do cut, you can start all over again. You don't have to let this be your final destiny. If you're struggling with finances, cut, let's start this all over again. If you're struggling with an addiction, cut, let's start this all over again, right? If you're struggling in your relationship, on your job, cut. You can always go back and redo this all over again. Don't ever be afraid to start over again. I used to be afraid for whatever reason. I don't know why. I used to be afraid for change and to start over. But there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes change is all for the better. Okay? Sometimes the change is not even for you. Practical, regular relaxation. So there's different apps that you can do. I know Calm is one, and I believe that is free. If you want to do like more, you have to pay for it. I know Kaiser Permanente has an app that you can do for meditation and relaxation. Just practice it. Sometimes when I'm in my car, I don't even cut my radio on. I'll turn on and listen to different positive speakers, and do different meditations. Sometimes I recite my own and I listen to them. It is whatever it is in that moment. Take that time for yourself. If you just do and go, you're not going to be no good for yourself. Try it and see if you like it. And then regularly engage in an activity that you find joyful. What do I like to do? So there's a couple of things that I like to do. Whatever that is for you, you do that. And don't let nobody make you feel guilty. It could be you like to go fishing. It could be like you like to go eat. It could be you like to go swimming. It could be that, you like to go play dominoes. It could be you like spending that time with that special loved one. It could be that you like spending time with your girlfriend. Y'all just sitting down, and whatever you do, you're doing your medicine, or whatever. You like planting. I just got a whole bunch of seeds, and it's funny because somebody was just at my house and she was like, "You left something on your car." And I said, "Oh yeah, those are seeds." And then she was like, "For planting?" I was like, "Yep, that's a project for me and you." So she has a green thumb, and I'm grateful to have the people in my life that can help enhance and make me better. So I said I wasn't going to hold you long. I have another engagement to go to, because I don't like being late. But I will say this: personal care, um, utilize that. Don't let nobody make you feel guilty. I had actually found Psalms 46:5. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. I want to give a shout out to anybody that may be going through some struggles, that may be going through some challenges. You may feel like you are overwhelmed. You've been recently diagnosed with a sickness. It's a lot. God will help her at break of day. Just know that God is always within you. It starts with within you. Tap into your inner soul, into your inner being. Yes, it's okay to reach out to help. God puts people in our lives for that. You have people who are subject matter experts, but it starts with within you. I'm not no licensed psychologist or therapist, but I can only tell you how I've been able to survive for so long on this earth. And it's because I started within myself. And it's been times where I kind of reached out to a lot of different people, and I had to learn everybody don't see things the same. People didn't grow up the same, and so I was getting different opinions from them people, and I had to rely on my own self, because at the end of the day, I was going to do what I wanted to do anyway, right? And I had to learn to talk to the creator myself, learn to trust my own decisions. Whether you may agree, whether you may like it or not, that's what friendships and uniqueness is all about. We're not going to always agree, but you have to. Somebody once taught me this. If nothing else, I'll never remember. Is that a spider? Oh my God, y'all. I'm scared of spiders. There's a big old spider over there. Oh wow. I could spot a spider anywhere. Um, he taught me to always do what's best for me. And that's also a part of personal care. Of course, sometimes when we do things for ourselves, other people may not like it. It may affect other people. They may not like it. For an example, I know my daughter, last year she was telling me she wanted to move out of state, and I wasn't feeling it at all. And she had to tell me, Mom, this is what I want to do. And I had to just say, you know what? I had to kind of back off a little bit and just tell myself, you know what? I got to put it in the good Lord's hands and just ask Him to continue to watch over her and protect her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's an adult and I have to let her kind of find her own way. We got to kind of let our children go, you know, but I just want to thank everybody that tune in week after week. Thank you for those who have called me and reached out to me to let me know that I've been able to be a blessing to them. I just know that if I have an audience of 1,000 watching and I only reach one person, I've done my job. I'm only sharing with you and testifying things that I've been through and how I may possibly can help you have better outcomes. Tune in every day, 24/7 to Believe Radio. You can stream live. We have a lot of new talk show hosts that we've just added, and I need to get a list of who they are. I want to welcome them, and I just want us to continue to love on one another and to continue to grow. I discovered something about myself. I mean, I've been knowing, but it's like, I'm a loyalist and I'm an optimist, and I'm going to stick with that. I think somebody asked me, what was my religion? Well, I don't perceive myself as a religious person because I don't believe just one faith. I believe God loves each and every one of us. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you are Christian. I don't care if you're Catholic or whatever. Everything else is still only one God. It's only one God. I don't care what y'all say. It's the creator, and I haven't read like any other Bibles, but I'm willing to bet you it has the same concept. We all striving for to have a good, healthy, wholesome life, you know. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you want to be a guest on my show, believe radio Yolanda at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in today. Just be blessed. You know, I'm praying for a couple of my family members. I'm praying for a couple of my extended family that, everything will be done according to God's will. I pray that we continue to heal. I want to say rest in peace to Deborah. We laid her to rest on the 17th. She was a beautiful person. Had a beautiful soul. Diehard Raider fan. She gave me, you know what, when it came to the Raiders and the 49ers, man, but it's all good. It's all love. May she continue to rest in peace to her family. I send love to you, to my Auntie Marie. I send love to you. I know that that was your best friend. But I want to say to you, she's very pleased, job well done. To everybody that helped out in the process, everything turned out really nice. With that being said, I'm going to just go ahead and tune off and enjoy your Sunday. Take a personal care day for yourself. I'm serious. Take that PTO. You can't take it with you. Take that sick day leave. You can't take it with you. And if you don't have PTO, that one day is not going to make or break you. Okay? I'm over and out.